Hi there, my name is Fahad Mian, and I wanted to make this video about neutralizing offensive words and effectively being a happier person, I think, and emanating a sense of happiness for the people around you as well. Now, in terms of people taking offense, when I see it happen, either in real life or on social media, it's usually it's usually the equivalent of, say, someone having a small cut on their arm and then shouting and exclaiming about it. There's a cut on my arm, there's a cut on my arm. Everyone have a look, oh my God, there's a cut on my arm. And then you put a band-aid on it and you feel all this emotion because of it, and you're not sure whether it's going to heal or not. You're not sure whether it's still going to be a problem or not. So you go show another doctor, and the doctor opens it up and gives their opinion, and then puts another bandage on it, and then you go show your friends again, and then your friends are all of a sudden noticing their cut on their arm and making a big deal about it, and they're just sort of agitating the importance of that cut on the arm. And I think a lot of causes that strive to make things better for us inadvertently end up making things more difficult for us, because they bring attention to things that are sometimes just trivial and don't need to have all that attention placed on them. Now, while the human body having a cut on its arm is a metaphor, I still think that idea of letting it go does work, and maybe the easiest thing for humanity and society to do, so that words like faggot and nigger and cunt and cock and cum and whatever don't affect us the way they do, or whatever other word. I don't know, there's heaps of them. And I think in the real world, it could quite easily work in the complete polar opposite of this example I just gave of having a cut on your arm and wanting to ignore it. The best example I've seen of this actually working and being effective is on the message board 4chan, which is a hugely populated message board. There's a lot of people from all around the world who anonymously post on this board, and it's a great slice of humanity that you end up seeing on there, from the absolute worst of people to the best of people and everything in between, every facet of people's behavior, really. And an interesting kind of trend that developed on that site was when people, probably out of wanting to cause offense, started, just calling people faggots quite a lot. So, you're talking like a faggot, or that's faggot behavior that you're describing. And this became so synonymous that people were by default being called a faggot for no reason. Anyone who posts on there's a a default line with memes. People are sick and tired of typing this now. There are memes they'll just post an image saying original poster is a faggot. And people even have come to introduce themselves as faggots. I'm an Oz fag, and there are Brit fags, there are Amerifags and Eurofags, and no one really cares about this word faggot anymore. It doesn't mean what it doesn't mean what everyone else outside of society thinks it means. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to those cigarette candies that were called fags. We used to go behind the gym block at high school and smoke fags. And now it's a totally different word. But people have allowed it to enter their consciousness as something that they want to be offended over, and it doesn't need to be like that. We can all be nice, happy fags living amongst one another and be perfectly okay with silly words that that we don't have to react to. We don't have to let it disrupt our lives. We can. I think we can do quite well as a society to start calling each other a lot more names and just neutralizing the actual meaning or the perceived meaning of these words. That doesn't actually mean anything. It's a way for someone to get under your skin, and just let it go. It's quite simple. The concept is simple. And I think everyone will be a lot happier calling each other fags in day-to-day life. So, if you have any thoughts on that, leave a comment. If you like the idea of that, then click like or something. Thank you.